Okay, so why did you build the Mongoose Decade?
I had one when I was about 15, 16, and one of my favorite bikes. Someone stole it, of course, like they always do back in the day, but I had a buddy of mine, Brian, had a chance to come across one and build it, so you see it sitting here. That's why I built it. I had one when I was a kid, and I loved it, and I wanted another.
Did the build go as smoothly as planned?
No, it was a little rough. A little rougher than I thought it was going to be, but the paint was what was the main project. The splashes was real nice touch. The way I taped off the back fork is what really set it off. I really had to though, because the way the back dropouts were, I wanted to make sure that they looked really good, and with the rust that was going on there, I wasn't sure that I'd be able to pull it off without painting it. So I went with the paint, and everyone asked me why did I go with that color scheme, but I went with the color scheme to match the decals. If you notice that the decals are a little off, some are green. This one, I don't know if it was the sun faded or if it was made like that, but it has baby blue instead of the green, so I just went with it, and I didn't change it or anything at all.
So will the Decade be at the upcoming show?
Oh, of course, I'm hoping to take home at least one trophy. I'm not going to say I am going to win, but I would love to. You know, something, it doesn't have to be a best in show, doesn't have to be a best in any category, just a most original, or you know, something custom, or something, just some kind of recognition would be very nice.
Any other builds in the works?
I have a couple. I have a scooter. I have a 26-inch lowrider that I'm going to be building. Here to my right, if you can see, is a trike that I rebuilt for a buddy of mine. It's almost complete now, a couple of twerks and tweaks, and it'll be finished. He's coming to pick it up tonight, but yeah, I'm looking to get plenty more builds than that in the future. I got a couple more that I'm waiting on to hear back from, but as much as I can get and space it out accordingly, you know.
Now you mentioned that paint splash on the back.
Well,
what gave you the idea to do that?
The paint splash is completely custom, and I've done them before, but to tell you the truth, I wasn't thinking about doing it. I was just going to do the tape off and the paint just to match the white with everything. My buddy Brian said, what would you think about, he was going through pictures and said, what would you think about doing a paint splash? And I said, well, now that you said something, it's done. That's what I'm going to do. And there it is right there.
Did you expect to do good in the build-off?
Man, that hutch and that dyno and that Diamondback and the pit bike and I can tell you now, there was some stiff competition in there, and I got to looking at them, and I didn't think I was going to be win it. I mean, top 3 or 4 maybe. I wish there could have been 15, 20 bikes in the competition. There was only 7 or 8, but it was stiff competition for what was there, and I'm really glad that I did win, and I'm humbled because I do know there was major competition in it.
Any other plans for the Decade? Any upgrades or anything?
Well, as you can see right now, I just got the little metallic bullet caps. I waiting for my guy over across the pond to send me some really nice custom square Mongoose Decade dust caps for her. But other than that, I think she's going to be the way she sits until something better comes along, which I don't see it happening.
All right. Well, you got any other comments or anything you want to add?
You talked earlier about any other builds or any other future projects that I have. I got something coming up where I am going to start my own restoration. It's going to be called 3R Rebels Rad Restorations for bikes, anything small, mechanical, anything of that nature, but mostly BMX, any other kind of bikes, or you see the quality of my work. I take my time. I'm kind of tedious, but if you can wait and you like quality, definitely hit me up. 3R coming.